And my name is Lori, and this is my husband, Dave. Dave, he found out about 3 or 4 years ago he had sleep apnea. He went to the doctor for something completely unrelated, and he had a skipped heartbeat, and he went to the cardiologist, and they did stress tests, and the guy found out by talking to me, like, what were his habits at night, because he was like, I don't have sleep apnea, and the guy's like, talk to me, and he said, does he have a leg shake at night? And sometimes I said, yes. He said, does he stop breathing, big gap of time, no breath? Yes. Of course, snoring was a big thing. Anything else?
No, just dark circles under my eyes, and I would fall asleep during the afternoon, little micro naps, which he said that the main cause of death of sleep apnea, and rank number 1 is congestive heart failure, and rank number 2 is auto accidents, because people fall asleep just for like a microsecond and they get in a car crash.
Wow.
So it's just terrifying to have to not be able to sleep, and I had it my whole life. I didn't know it until 3 years ago.
And they didn't have, we didn't even know about sleep apnea, like, I don't know, 10, 15 years ago. We didn't know about, they didn't have a name for it.
Before I fell asleep that night, I researched about this, and pretty quickly I found something called the sailor trick, which in World War II, in the Navy, if you get a snoring guy in a boat, that'll keep everybody up. And so somebody came upon the idea of, these guys were only snoring on their back when they were sleeping on their back. So they made them a t-shirt, and we would sew an empty shell casing into a t-shirt in the back of their t-shirt, so that when they're in their sleep they would roll over onto their backs. They would feel that unconsciously and not, and roll back onto their side or onto their stomach. So that solved the snoring problem. A lot of the snoring problems in the Navy. They didn't even know about apnea. That was just young guys snoring irritatingly. I used to snore a lot. It was very irritating to other people, I was told. So anyway, I thought I'd like that. And so I don't have a shell casing, so I found out you can actually buy a shirt that has like a thing sewn in there. But I wanted relief that night, and so, because I knew what it was, and so I came upon this idea, which is I had a fanny pack.
A purple fanny pack.
And it's worse than that, I'll tell you.
It's a very nice purple fanny pack.
So anyway, the fanny pack, it's empty, except I have 2 extremely lightweight wiffle balls in it. So it's kind of like...
What do you do with a wiffle ball?
The wiffle ball just makes the fanny pack...
I mean, what is wiffle ball?
A wiffle ball is like you bat it with a wiffle bat.
Oh, okay.
That's like for kids.
Okay, I got you.
So what I do is I put the fanny pack on backwards. I put it on backwards at night. I didn't even have this fancy leather fanny pack then. I had just a cheap ass fanny pack, but it totally worked. I fell asleep that night, and I slept many more hours than I normally would. Just the first night, and then the sleep test showed that the skipped heartbeat suddenly went away. It was that fast that the apnea went away. Because apnea is sort of like being choked 300 to 500 times a night. And so that didn't happen for the first time in my life. And so anyway, I just wanted to share this as a public service to anybody who's able to sleep on their stomach or their side. If you can't sleep on your stomach or your side, this is not of any use to you. But if you can, this could be a free, or just about free cure for apnea.
Well,
so I was so excited.
And we don't want to say a cure for apnea, because we're not going to say that.
We're
going to say
apnea.
that, yes, this helped Dave's apnea. He got rid of his apnea this way. He doesn't have skipped heartbeats anymore.
And complete cure.
Never. And he sleeps, 8 hours a night. And so it was definitely a cure for him. And we are not medical professionals, anything like it. So
no CPAP machine necessary.
So, just take his experience and, like you said, and give it a try if you want to. Check with your doctor before you do anything, obviously. And have a great day.